Hey everybody, it's Dave, and today we are going to learn about how to make some money with Beachbody On Demand. In particular, we're going to focus on the Club plus Shakeology Challenge Pack. Some people call it the Club Challenge Pack. I often refer to it as the BOD Challenge Pack, because that's really kind of what we're offering. It's Shakeology plus access to the Club. Right now, the big benefit of the Club is Beachbody On Demand. We've got a bunch of other trainings on what's involved with On Demand, the different programs that are in On Demand. That's going to change over time. Right now, there's 34 programs that are in there. And again, if you've been watching my stuff on this, I'm really recommending you focus on one or two of them so you don't overwhelm people and give them just too many choices, which tends to really paralyze people. But we're going to focus today on the Club Challenge Pack. That is, again, Shakeology and access to the Club for 90 days. So for $140, which is basically $10 more than just a basic Shakeology, what your people are going to get is access to the Beachbody On Demand for 90 days. At the end of that 90-day period, if they don't cancel, it's going to automatically renew. So what I'm going to do in the spreadsheet in just a minute is kind of show you what happens if you get 5 people a month going with an on-demand challenge pack. So let me stop this sort of video, flip over to my screen so I can show you that spreadsheet, and we'll get started. So with our analysis of Beachbody On Demand and really focusing in on what it looks like if you help 5 people a month with a Club plus Shakeology Challenge Pack. I'll probably just refer to it as the Club Challenge Pack. And a few things as I get going with this. The first one is I want you to understand sort of my goal here. I'm definitely trying to show you what it looks like over a 4-month period. I'm also going to show you over a year. I am filming this on September 22nd of 2016. I'm not sure when you're watching it, so that's why I'm showing September, October, November, December. I've also got another sheet in here that shows the whole year. We'll get into that in a minute. But what I really want to do is educate you. That's really my goal. I want to educate you so that you understand how all this stuff works and understand that it never really looks like this, right? You don't always help only 5 people a month. Sometimes it's going to be 8. Sometimes it's going to be 4. It just kind of depends. There's a little ebb and flow. So I'm just assuming that we help 5 people a month here, showing you what that looks like, but more importantly, explaining to you how the whole system works with the Club Challenge Pack, the Club membership, and the renewal of the recurring Shakeology Home Direct order. All right, that's my real goal. So with that in mind, I want to explain one thing first, which is that what I'm going to show you today only includes the commissions you're going to make off of the Club Challenge Pack, the recurring Shakeology order, and the recurring Club membership dues. I am not showing you Team Cycle Bonus, for example. I'm not showing any of that stuff. So if some of these people that you're helping decide that they want to become coaches, and they become productive coaches, which means that they're buying their own Shakeology to maintain their own results, but they're also helping other people do the same. In fact, hopefully they're duplicating this exact scenario that I'm going to give you. Then if you're an Emerald coach or higher, you'd be eligible for Team Cycle Bonus, which is really the bulk of the income that the bigger income earners make. I mean, what we've done over the last 7 or 8 years here is to build a sales team. That's really how I look at it as far as what we do. And I tell people, that's actually when my grandfather was really struggling to understand what it was that I do. That's how I explained it to him. I said, I run a sales team, and my job is to make sure that people understand that how things work as one of my jobs. My job is also to continue to build the team, but for sure one of my jobs is to explain to you guys how all of this works. I'm also showing this to you in US dollars. I'll be working with some of our Canadian leaders so that they can convert this over into Canadian dollars and help you guys understand that better. I'm sorry I didn't do that, but I understand things are different in Canada and there's a bunch of little rules that I don't know. So I'm showing US dollars here, and I think that's maybe another important thing to understand. What I'm trying to do is break this down, make it really, really easy for you, and then I'm going to talk to you about some of the additional bonuses that might be available to you. So let's just start with super basic. In blue, we are showing the BOD Club Challenge Pack, which costs your customer $140. Again, and for $140, I'm showing this here, the Club Challenge Pack includes Shakeology and 90 days of access to the club, including Beachbody On Demand. So that's what we're showing in blue. So here we are in September, and I've got 5 people that I've gotten started with club challenge packs. I earn $40 per person on each of those orders, and that's my commission for the club challenge pack, which I'm showing here. Okay. Now, here's something to note. For the customer, it's a $10 increase, right? The retail cost of Shakeology is $130. They pay $10 more. They get 90 days access to the club. So that is a tremendous benefit to them, because a normal club membership would cost them an additional $38.98. Okay, they pay $38.98 per quarter. Of that $38.98, you get $15.55 from Beachbody, and that's our commission on a club membership. So one of the things I do when I'm talking to customers about why would you pay the extra $10, I said, well, you pay an extra $10 to get an extra $40 of value. And we've got some other trainings on what's involved with Beachbody On Demand. Right now, I think there's 34 programs that are in there. That will change over time. But you can expect that value to really resonate with your customers. When you explain to them, yeah, you're paying $10 more than you would be paying otherwise, but here's what you're getting. And again, I'm going to recommend, we have other trainings on this. I really recommend you start people with a specific program. Don't just turn them loose in the on-demand library with 34 different programs. That tends to really cripple people, and they just get paralyzed by it. There's too many choices. Help them find one program and focus on that, and then help them build. One of the things that will really help you be able to carry this spreadsheet through is if you're servicing your customers. Does everybody reorder their Shakeology every month? No, a lot of people cancel it. Not everybody renews their club membership. A lot of people cancel this. Why? Because they're not getting results. It's really simple. If you're not getting results, you walk away from something. I mean, think about anything in your life. Do you keep going back to a restaurant where you had a lousy meal? I mean, maybe if you had 5 good meals and 1 bad one, you might go back and give it another shot. But if you have a couple of bad meals at a restaurant, you're walking. So you've got to support your customers. That is fundamental to being a coach. So with that spiel out of the way, let's keep moving through the numbers. So again, the challenge pack costs your customer $140, and you make $40 in commission, which I'm showing here. The next month, when they reorder, I'm showing that here in green. So here's how that works. And again, this is just an important thing to understand. As a club member, the other thing that they get is a 10% discount. So instead of paying $130 for Shakeology, they pay $117 for Shakeology. That 10% discount comes out of our cut, right? Normally on a $130 order, we would make $32.49. Because it's a club membership and they get this reduced price, we make $19.49, which is 15% of the full retail price. $19.49. So that's why I'm showing that here in the second month and in the third month, showing you what those residual commissions would be. So you're getting 40 here, 20 here, 20 here. Let's just round up, right? In the fourth month, if they do not cancel their club membership, it automatically renews. When it renews, you get a commission of $15.55. What I'm showing in red, this 3504 number that you see here in the December column, is your $19.49 commission for the Shakeology Club residual order, plus the $15.55 you get when their club membership renews. That is a quarterly thing. So let me jump really quickly to the sheet where I'm showing this over the course of a year. If you look at this, let's say they started in January. In January, you get the $40 commission for the Club Challenge Pack, then $19.50 for the club, the Shakeology Club residual order, again $19.50. Then the club membership hits, you get the $19.50 plus the $15.55, and it just kind of keeps going through, assuming they stay on. So in a year, in a year, your commission on one sale here, if they stay engaged and involved and are on Shakeology, would be $301. A more likely scenario, if you get somebody this far, they're probably going to become a coach because their cost for Shakeology is going to go down even more. Now, so does your commission. So don't be in such a hurry to sign people up. But we'll talk a little bit about what it looks like when people become coaches, and an additional bonus that I'm talking about here is as the Fast Start bonus. And I'll talk about that in just a second. But what I just want to get you familiar with is the math. So let's just say over this 4-month period until the end of the year, you get 5 people started with a club challenge pack. You get $40 here, recurring plus club, $40, recurring. You don't get the club membership. That'll hit in January, right? And then in November, you get the club challenge pack commissions, the recurring, and then in December we get the club challenge pack. It's about $1,500 by the end of the year if you're able to get 5 people per month started and support them along in their fitness journey. Okay. Really quickly, I want to talk about Fast Start Bonus and Fast Start Plus Bonus. The Fast Start Bonus is when somebody becomes a coach with a challenge pack, including the club challenge pack or really any challenge pack. That's an additional $20 that you would be able to earn. If you get 5 people in 5 consecutive weeks to become coaches with a challenge pack, you get an additional $100. And actually, if you look at that, it's $200 because you get 5 times 20 here for the Fast Start Bonus, which then kicks in this multiplier and it doubles it. And so you'd actually get another $200. I just wanted to mention that because getting coaches started, I think, is part of this whole plan. Really, what I want you to focus on is just supporting people throughout this 4-month period and what that math looks like. And then more importantly, how it works. I want you to really understand how it works. I think that's another thing that really paralyzes people. I know when I was a coach, I have a very analytical mind. As you can see by my spreadsheet here. And I had a tendency to be really paralyzed because I felt like if I didn't know everything, I couldn't talk about anything. And, slowly but surely I was able to let go of that. But I really felt like the more I educated myself, the more comfortable I became talking about this, and I wasn't making it up. You will always have this video to come back and watch, and it's just going to explain the simple math to you. If we look at it over the year, and again, I don't want to get too in depth with this because the likelihood that you help exactly 5 people every month and that each and every one of those people continues their Shakeology for the entire year and continues their club membership for the entire year and doesn't become a coach. And by the way, when they become a coach, you still get their club dues. You're just not going to get this $19.49 recurring because they're getting the full discounted price of Shakeology. So that $19.49 goes away, but you would still get the $15.55 for their club membership. The likelihood that this scenario actually plays out is not very likely. So I don't want to go too in depth with that. But if you did it every year, it's just showing you really how the math works and that at the end of the year, that's $10,000 of income that you'd be able to make by helping 5 people a month. And again, then supporting them along their journey. Again, the likelihood that somebody stays this long as just a pure customer/club member, not super likely because anybody who's going to stick around that long is probably going to become a coach. And that's really your job. Again, I view our job as coaches, not just as salespeople, but really as a support mechanism. That's how our company was designed from the very beginning, was to be a support mechanism. If you can help people on their journey and you can get them to stick around for 4 months, 4 months of Shakeology, 4 months of good hard work with one of our super effective programs, and probably what happens is they're bumping into a second program here. So transitioning them, this is another thing I'm really recommending that people do with Beachbody On Demand. If people are new to the fitness world, start them with a beginner program like P90. That's really the one I'm focusing on, is P90. And move them into a more difficult program after they finish it. Let them get through P90. Then move them into P90X3. They don't have to change anything. They just reorder their club membership, stay on Shakeology, and boom, they have access to P90X3 and a whole host of other programs. And who knows where their fitness journey takes them from there. But what you'll do is you'll help them build a story. And once people have a story, that's when they can become coaches and they can take advantage of all the different options that we have. And really, you can dial them into this training and say, hey, look, this is all I did. I just helped 5 people a month, and this is how we earn our commissions. If you guys have questions about this, please post them in our team page. I think that will be helpful for everybody. If you can include a link to this video or the page where this video lives, I think that will be helpful. I will also be including a copy of this spreadsheet for you in a PDF format so that you can print it up and just keep it handy. That's one of the things I do with things like this is, I'll print it up. Sometimes I'll save it on my computer too, but I like to have, a hard copy that I can, kind of touch and make notes on and that sort of thing. And really, maybe an idea here is to treat this like you would treat your fitness calendar, and print it up and put it on your refrigerator or wherever your fitness calendar is. And as you get, if you get one person, strike them off, man, or gal, and check them off. And are you getting your monthlies in? Are you helping 5 people a month? And again, if you can help more than 5, the math just goes up and up and up. And hopefully you can do that math pretty easily in your own head. I don't think, again, this isn't rocket science. It's really pretty simple. But I wanted to break it down for you so you'd be able to sort of see it, touch it, feel it, and understand the different commissions that are available to you. $40 on the Club Challenge Pack, about $20 on the residual orders thereof, and then every 3 months, $15.55 for the reorder of the club membership. Again, thanks for your time. I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to any questions or comments you might have, and really I look forward to, here's another thing, if this works for you, let me know. I'd love to hear from you and hear how it's working for you. All right, guys, have a great day.